Hello everyone, I am Jitender Singh Dahiya. I welcome you to Read My Story, where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Dr. KomalPreet Kaur. She has done Doctorate in Psychology and Reiki, and she is the founder of the Institute of Psychometric Assessment and Counseling, also the author of the book Good Touch and Bad Touch. She has more than 17 years of experience as a counseling psychologist, hypnotherapist, past life therapist, mind designer, Reiki Grandmaster, and NLP coach. She has also an expertise in mental and emotional health. She is conducting various trainings, seminars, workshops for school, institutes, and corporates. She has been awarded with many awards and recognition. To name a few, first person in India to receive Reiki, to take Reiki on a doctorate level and honored with Reiki Ratan Award by USA chapter of Reiki Healing Foundation. Honored with Indian Healthcare Excellence Award in 2019. Received Ambassador of Peace Award by Universal Peace Foundation. Received Appreciation Award by Sadhguru Uday Singh on 200 Prakash Shatabdi Samaroh of Shri Sadhguru Ram Singh Ji. Received various other appreciation awards from various organizations. Today she will be discussing with us her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome Komal. The platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you, Jitender ji, for introducing me so beautifully. Well, you have described me, what I can say, I'm a mind designer also.
Yeah.
I believe the way we design our clothes with right fabric, right color combination, with latest trend. Why? So that it enhances our outer appearance. We
Right.
also design our home so that it becomes pleasant where we are living in. Likewise, it is equally important to design your mind time to time so that you can actually face the pressures of day-to-day competition, day-to-day changes that are coming up, so that you can actually mentally become strong, so that you can live happy and blissful life.
Wonderful. So this is gonna be a wonderful discussion today. So to start with, first of all, I'd like to know about your past life, like how it has affected you to become what you wanted to be in your life.
Ah, that was a long journey, Jitendra. When I was 19 years of age, suddenly I realized I had a dream that I really want to help lot many people in the society
Okay.
because people are actually suffering. That
Yeah.
very day I decided I have to do something for the society. Then
Mm-hmm.
I decided I need to pursue psychology as a career. Then I did my graduation, my master's in that, and finally I did my doctorate degree. Apart from that, I did my various other alternative therapies.
Okay.
So I worked in, Delhi University as an assistant professor in the Department of Psychology. I worked there as a 7.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But there, I thought I have a limited capacity because I can deal with only limited number of students over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I decided to start my own venture. And that was a takeoff for me. Like started my own venture, Institute of Psychometric Assessment and Counseling. And that would we have
Yeah.
clients all over the globe now.
Correct. Correct.
So that was the question because I really want to help people to live happy and blissful life.
Wonderful. This is really awesome. So with this, I'd like to know more about you as a what is your passion and how you are passionate about your life, like things in your life.
Jitendra, as I already told you, I really want to help people to live happy and blissful life, and this is actually my purpose, my passion, you can say.
Okay.
With my training programs, with my webinars, with one-to-one session, I have touched more than 15,000 people till
Wow.
date.
This
This
is
is in
wonderful.
their transformational journey.
Mhm. This is really awesome. Like 15,000 is a great number to achieve, and it takes long time. So you have been into this field for more than 17 years of experience. You already have, out of which I think 10 plus years into the practice which you are making of your own.
Right.
Wonderful. So I'd like to know more about your work and experience, what all you do in your life, what kind of programs you have, and how you conduct them, on what level, what are your target audiences look like.
Okay. So basically, we do psychometric assessment, counseling, training programs for schools,
Yeah.
institutes, and corporate levels.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I told you, like our vision is to build happy and healthy nation.
Correct.
So, keeping that as mind, we are also coming up. We have in fact launched a psychopreneur program.
Mm-hmm.
Psychopreneur program where we are actually helping psychologists to
Okay.
develop psychological skills, to upgrade their psychological skills, and also to have entrepreneur skills also. So this
Mm-hmm.
psychopreneur program will basically help them in three dimensions. One is launch themselves as a professional psychologist. It will also help them to start their own brand, and it will
Okay.
also help them to have exponential earning opportunities, because our
Mm-hmm.
vision is basically to build healthy and happy nation.
Right.
So keeping that in mind, Jitender, according to World Happiness Report 2021, according to that, the ranking of India is 139 out of 149 countries. It
Okay.
means a really tough state of India.
Uh-huh.
And according to International Labour Organization, if this continues in the same pace, then the productivity of India is at stake. So
Right.
it was very
Definitely.
disheartening for us when we get to know about that. Because
Mm-hmm.
every second person, even in this
Mm-hmm.
pandemic also, after
Mm-hmm.
in this pandemic also, every second person is suffering from stress, anxiety, or other mental health concerns and
Definitely. Like
emotions.
I also see these kind of problems with all corporate people.
Right. So productivity of India is at stake. So keeping that, because there is a need of mental health professionals at this particular time,
Yeah.
which people are actually, because the awareness is poor, people are actually having some kind of fear going to a mental health professional. So
Correct.
keeping that in mind, we have launched this program so that
Mm-hmm.
many professionals can come up and they can
Mm-hmm.
support people in dealing with their mental health concerns and emotional health concerns, so that we can together build up a healthy and happy nation.
Right. That is really important. And not only this is with corporate people, but these things are also developing at a early stage of a child also. Like we see so many cases of child burnout, like stress, tension, anxiety, peer pressure. These kind of things we see commonly these days with children as well.
True. Jitender ji, जैसा like we have seen, in fact, we are dealing with many cases, especially in this pandemic, where everything is online.
Yeah.
Kids are actually mobile addicted now.
Correct. And this is difficult to take mobile out of their hand.
Really. So
Yeah.
parents are like, it's a challenge for them, like how to help their children to get rid of that addiction. So we are dealing
Correct.
with so many cases these days, which is
Mhm.
really challenging for parents to deal with their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, even for teachers also, like now from next session onwards, everything is offline. अभी तक
Correct.
complete online चल रहा था.
Correct.
They have that ability. Students were there in comfort zone. तो उनका वो सारा
Yeah.
पैटर्न जो है वो एक डिसबैलेंस हो गया, which is very important to figure that out and to bring them at the right pace.
Correct. Definitely, because these 2 years were really bad on like every aspect of life for children as well as like parents as well. So this is really a problematic situation. We have to come out as soon as possible.
True. Otherwise, the productivity of India is like,
Definitely.
because अगर आपकी young generation ही ऐसे हो जाएगी, तो इंडिया की productivity तो उन्हीं के हाथ में है.
Definitely, that will affect very badly. So with this, I'd like to know, like you already just mentioned that you have trained more than 15,000 students as of now, which includes like students, people from corporates, personally as well. So like I'd like to know more about it. What is your vision, mission, and goal in next 5 to 10 years of time?
Okay, so basically our vision is to expand iPad all over the globe, so that we can actually help people to deal with their mental and emotional health concerns, and ultimately
yeah.
we can healthy nation. So this is our vision. And with mission, like we are helping people in designing their mind, the way they
Right.
want with right fabric, right color combination. As I told you, we design
Hmm.
our clothes. Likewise, we help people to understand what their problem exactly is, help
Correct.
them to convert their problem, convert their complaint into the problem, and then we'll help them
Ha.
with the help of psychometric assessments. We help them to understand what are their strengths and what are their weak areas. And we help
Correct.
them to use their strengths to achieve their goals, and we help them to work on their weak areas so that they do
Okay.
not, come as a hurdle in their
Hmm.
success. So with this mission, we actually help people in designing their mind. And then
Hmm.
ultimate goal is again, to bring healthier and healthy nation, happy nation.
Correct. Correct. That is really important. And like, I'd like to know about your book. Like, I have also read that book. That is really wonderful. And I think every parent and every child must read that book. So, your book, Good Touch and Bad Touch, what is the core theme of that book and how it helps children as well as parents?
Uh, you know, uh, child sexual abuse, the incidence of child sexual abuse, they are actually increasing at a very, alarming increase, increasing at a
Yes.
very rapid rate.
Yes.
So it is very important to give awareness to our kids about understanding what is good touch, what is bad touch,
Right.
your body belongs to you, how you have to keep them safe.
Correct.
And parents at times find it difficult to speak to their kids about these sensitive topics. They do
Definitely.
not know what kind of right language they have to use.
Ha.
So that was the problem that we were actually, seeing going at a very larger pace. Parents actually come to us like we do not know how to impart this knowledge to our kids. So
Yes.
keeping that in mind, we designed this book of Good Touch and Bad Touch. Here is that book, yes. So this book is basically based on that. So the
Hmm.
activity, this book is very simple and interactive based.
Yeah.
Activities are there, and with that activities, it becomes easier for parents and teachers to
Correct.
impart this knowledge to kids in a very
Definitely.
simplified manner with the help of activities, with the help of stories, and it is so beautifully designed because either you are a parent or a teacher.
Yeah.
At the end of this book, activities are there, discussion times are there. So you can easily discuss the particular concept in depth with your child,
Yes.
and it becomes very easier for them to take this knowledge at a very,
Right.
we
Hmm.
always say like, it's like 2.5 years or a 3 year child. It is very
Correct.
important to discuss
Correct. Hmm.
the concept of a good touch and bad touch with a child at that
Yes.
particular age.
Definitely, because the book content designed in such a way that is really easy to read and understand. Even a
Yes.
small child can see the pictures as well as read the content and understand what exactly book is trying to tell. And parents should also use similar kind of words, languages, so that it is easy to connect with the children and make them understand about these things. So more onto it, like what are the three or four things parents and children can do, like for how to connect with those kids and how to create a bond so that parents can be like find it ease and comfortable to talk to them, and children also find comfortable to talk to their parents as well, like connecting both.
Right. Jitender, as you said, dealing with teenagers, आजकल जो teenage है वो बहुत जल्दी आ रहा है. पहले आता था 13, 14 और 15 years
Correct.
की age में teen start
Correct.
होता था. But now, as we have seen, like teenage आपका बहुत जल्दी आ जाता है. There is a gap. Parents always have their own expectations onto the child, and child
Yes.
has that feeling like my parent does not understand me. So ultimately, it is very important to bridge that gap.
Correct.
First important criteria is to bridge that gap between the parent and the child.
Hmm.
जितना पेरेंट बच्चों को समझ पाएंगे and जितना बच्चों पेरेंट्स को समझ पाएंगे उतना ये गैप बहुत जल्दी बिल्डअप होगा. बट
Definitely.
होता क्या है टीन एज में लाइक किड्स यूजुअली हैव दिस आइडिया इन माइंड लाइक सबसे बड़े दुश्मन हमारे कौन है? पेरेंट्स. वो मुझे नहीं समझ पाते हैं, वो मेरी फीलिंग्स को नहीं समझ पाते हैं, और जब पेरेंट्स से बात करते हैं तो they were like, हमारा बच्चा तो गलत डायरेक्शन पे जा रहा है, हमारा बच्चा हमारी बात ही नहीं सुनता।
We always ask them to do certain things and they don't do it. They always do the opposite of what we say. These are the common things.
Right. बिकॉज बच्चों के लिए, लाइक टीनेज के लिए, सबसे बड़े दुश्मन उस टाइम पे पेरेंट्स हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर गेटिंग प्लेजर फ्रॉम देयर फ्रेंड्स, दे आर गेटिंग प्लेजर फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स, मोबाइल फोन्स एंड अदर एक्टिविटीज, बट व्हाट दे आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स, दे आर गेटिंग पेन फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स, एंड इट इज अ नेचुरल ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी कि हम लोग प्लेजर की तरफ जाते हैं, पेन को अवॉइड करते हैं।
Correct.
That's why teenagers these days, they are avoiding their parents. They want to remain with their friends, they want to remain with all those activities which are actually giving them pleasure in some or the other way.
Correct.
So it is important to reach at their level without giving them any advice.
Okay.
आप अपने आप को ही उस जगह पर रखकर देखो, बच्चों की जगह पर रखकर देखो. You do not like yourself when another person always gives you advice. ये कर लो, वैसा कर लो, वैसा कर लो, तुम्हें ये करना है, तुम्हें वो करना है. आपको खुद को frustration होता है, and you are same delivering that to your child.
Right.
तो वो एक बहुत ज्यादा पैटर्न प्रोमिनेंट हो रहा है. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर पेरेंट्स ऑल्सो टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट डू नॉट गिव एडवाइस टू योर चाइल्ड. ऑलवेज टेल देम द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्शन. अगर आप ये करेंगे तो क्या आपको लॉस होगा, क्या आपको फायदा होगा. डिस्कस देम इन डिटेल विद योर चाइल्ड एंड लीव इट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन द चाइल्ड टू डिसाइड व्हाट इज गुड एंड व्हाट इज बैड फॉर योर चाइल्ड.
Right.
Leave this responsibility onto their child. क्या होता है parents these days, what the problem that we are actually encountering these days, because आजकल एक दो बच्चे हैं, तो पेरेंट्स का usually ये मानना होता है कि हम किसके लिए कमा रहे हैं.
Correct.
और हमारा बच्चा कहीं फेल ना हो जाए.
And the thing is, like since we have gone through with these things, we know the solution or the problem, how it happens, what are the consequences, what is the outcome, and how it should be solved. So these things we try to teach them, or we try to teach them by forcing them to do the similar things.
Right. So, Jitender, it was like this is a kind of parenting, like forcing wali parenting was a traditional parenting, जो पुराने ज़माने की parenting है.
Yeah.
It is not a present day parenting. Present day parenting need to revise. The way हम उसी टाइप के घर में नहीं रह रहे हैं जहाँ अब आज रह रहे हैं, हम उसी टाइप के व्हीकल्स को नहीं यूज कर रहे हैं जो हम आज यूज कर रहे हैं. मींस एवरीथिंग वी हैव मॉडर्नाइज्ड, बट पेरेंटिंग वही वाली वी आर प्रेफरिंग, लाइक रोको टोको ठोको. दैट इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. दैट इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. आप अगर पहले में देखें, अगर हम इसको थोड़ा सा उस वे में बात करें, पहले सती प्रथा थी, ठीक है. नई पीढ़ी आई, उन्होंने कहा ये अत्याचार है, पुरानी पीढ़ी ने कहा ये संस्कार है. जीत किसकी हुई? नई पीढ़ी की हुई. उसके बाद घूंघट आए. अब जो नई पीढ़ी थी वो पुरानी पीढ़ी हो गई. अब जो नई पीढ़ी आई, उन्होंने कहा ये अत्याचार है, पुरानी पीढ़ी ने कहा ये संस्कार है. जीत किसकी हुई? नई पीढ़ी की हुई.
Definitely.
नई पीढ़ी ही हमेशा जीतेगी, तो उनके साथ उलझकर क्यों चलना? उनके लेवल पर जाकर उनको समझो. चाइल्ड वांट कि मुझे कोई समझे. अगर हम बच्चों से बात करते हैं ना, बच्चा आकर हमें यही बोलता है, मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे समझते ही नहीं है. मेरे पेरेंट्स मेरी दिल की बात को नहीं समझते हैं, वो सिर्फ अपना फोर्स करते रहते हैं, और फिर हमें लगता है कि बस अब नहीं. इन दैट केस द मोमेंट चाइल्ड अपने पैरों पर खड़ा हो जाएगा, सबसे पहले वो पेरेंट्स को ही छोड़ के जाएगा. एंड दिस इज हैपनिंग. बिकॉज उसको वहां से वो पेन मिल रहा है. जब तक उसकी मजबूरी है, दैट पर्सन इज स्टेइंग विद दैट पेरेंट्स, बिकॉज वहां पे भी उसको पेन मिल रहा है. मोमेंट रिस्पांसिबल, ही इज इंडिपेंडेंट, ही विल मूव आउट फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस.
True. So it is really important to understand the needs, requirements, the thought process of a child, because if you connect that ways, that will be easy for them to connect with you, like kind of reciprocation. Because we cannot force them with our thought process. They are new generation. They have entirely new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of doing things. Definitely.
आगे के लिए बने हैं. 2040, 2050 के बच्चे हैं.
Yes.
आज के जमाने की नहीं.
Correct. We have to like raise them for that time, not for the current times. This is
True.
really important.
And I would really like to add one thing over here. Like teenagers की जो आप बात कर रहे थे, teenagers में जो सबसे ज्यादा एक component होता है वो होता है adventure, risk taking, challenging attitude, exploring things. Now here the responsibility of parent is कि वो खुद ही बच्चों के साथ उन adventure activities पे जाएं. Maybe take your child on a long drive, maybe on a mountaineering, maybe on a trekking, something like that. तो अगर बच्चों का जो एडवेंचर एक्टिविटीज वाला जो उनका पैटर्न है वो ऑटोमेटिकली एक राइट डायरेक्शन में बिल्डअप हो. अदरवाइज क्योंकि वो पैटर्न उनके अंदर है, दे विल इन्वॉल्व देमसेल्फ इन वेरियस अदर रॉन्ग बिहेवियर्स because of the challenging attitude, because of the adventure behavior that is, उनके अंदर जो चल रहा है. So because of that, it is important for parents to involve themselves, with their kids in these adventurous activities.
Right.
So that is very important.
Definitely. This is really important to indulge your kids on an activity which can connect you better. This is really important. True. Yeah, you were saying something.
One thing I would also like to add over here. Parents treat their kids as their own property.
This is again a problem.
Yeah. They have their own expectations from their child, like, my child is supposed to do this, my child is supposed to do this, my child is like, this. वहाँ पर बच्चे की अपनी पहचान खत्म हो जाती है.
Correct.
बच्चा आपका है, लेकिन उनको खुद उनकी पर्सनालिटी के साथ बढ़ने दो, without imposing your opinions and your expectations onto your child.
Right.
Let them grow in their own way.
Right.
Guide them, but do not advise them on regular basis.
True. And when we talk about like teaching kids about good touch and bad touch, most of the problems, most of the cases we see are from family only. So this is really a problem for a child to take it on a right way, because they are not able to understand who is the danger for them and how to identify the danger. So how this can be solved? How we should teach them about these things, because family is kind of a thing where we are always surrounded with.
True. इसमें again we have mentioned that in our book also, because we are very right कि अपने ही बहुत कुछ गलत कर जाते हैं बच्चों के साथ, and बच्चा could not able to differentiate because वो उस person को अपना बहुत close समझते हैं.
Yes.
And that is where the problem comes in, because 90% आपके जो child sexual abuse है वो अपने ही करते हैं.
अपने family, either from the family or from the neighborhood.
Right. So it is very important, to give them the training to the child, like what is good touch, what is bad touch, who is supposed to, doctor can touch you in this manner only in the presence of your mother. Otherwise, no one can touch you, even not your grandparents, not that other person. You have to report. So who all are there in your safety circle? We also help the child to understand, like, what is your safety circle, and who are the people that are involved in your safety circle. In case कुछ होता है, if you are in school, then whom you have to report. If you are at your home, then whom you have to report. So इस तरीके से we help the child to understand the people in their safety network. Because that is very important. How you have to keep your body safe, and how you have to help child to raise their voice in uncomfortable situations.
Correct. So it is really important to understand about two things majorly. Understand your body first. That is really important. What are the parts which are okay to touch, and which are the parts should not be touched at all by any person other than the person who is on the close what we can say, the circle, the closest of the circle. Like that could be doctor in front of mother, or if children is boy, then should be either mother or the father, and teachers should not be should not touch, but they should be in a circle that if anything happens, they should be the first person in school to be taught or to be discussed with, and then they should call upon the parents and explain each and everything what has happened. so that parents can take it further. So this is really
Right.
important at school level. At home, they should first come to their parents and tell them what is happening, and they need to understand like what is the right and wrong thing in their body, which is allowed, which is not allowed to be touched. Like patting is okay, but touching private part is not. So this children should understand these are the things which should be avoided and should not be touched. So this is one thing. Second thing is like they need to understand the circle, whom they first approach, the next level. If parents are not there at home, then who is the second one to approach in the family, and how they should like take it further. If anything happens, who are the first ones, second ones in the list. That is really important.
True, true. And if one person is not taking action, right? Suppose a child has, put a complaint, like, the person is actually touching
Yeah.
my private part. And if you have gone to one person and that person has not taken any action, so we always encourage the child, you do not have to sit. You have to go to the second person.
Correct.
You have to go to the third person.
Level
Until
2,
and
level 3.
unless.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is very important.
Right. This is really important to explain them who are at level 1, who are at level 2, who are level 3. And if you are facing any challenge with these people, then don't go to these people, go to the next one.
True.
Right. You clearly mentioned that this is really important and how it should be dealt with. So with this, I'd like to know about you. Were you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person when you were a child or you were growing, and how you were managing things that point in time? Like how it has helped you to evolve as a person you became now. Like you are trainer, you are speaker, you are coach, that way.
Right. That's a very interesting question, Jitender. Because I remember, I was an introvert person.
Okay.
Basically, speaks very less with my counterparts. So, ऐसा था. But one day I realized, because something happened. I'll tell you. When I was doing my graduation, till my graduation time, I had a fear of going on stage. Like I was so introvert, very shy. I had a fear of going on stage. So whenever any award comes, like I was like, oh my God, like my hands and my body start shivering. So started shivering. तो ऐसा होता था. तो एक दिन मुझे award के लिए इलाहाबाद जाना था. तो I refused. Like I do not want to go there. So and that. Person got to know like I am refusing because I have a fear of this, and that person like, okay, we will not going to call you on a stage, but please do come for that ceremony. I was like, okay, fine, I will come. So I went there and they suddenly announced my name and I had to go on stage. I had no other option. I had to go on stage, which actually I was avoiding. But then they awarded me, and that was a very you can say very beautiful moment for me, because I was receiving that award from a very renowned personality and at a very younger age. So after that, when I received that award and I came back after that, tea break was there. I still remember that, incident is clear in my mind. So a tea break was there, और उसके बाद बहुत सारे doctors आए मेरे पास, and they were like, आपने ये किया कैसे? And I started crying. I called my mom and I started crying for next 2 hours. And my mom was like, I was like, यार, अब तो ये आज हो गया है ना, अब दोबारा नहीं होगा. I took a challenge. That very day I took a challenge, because अगर ऐसा रहा तो मैं अपनी growth रोक दूंगी. So that was a turning point also for me. So definitely. I took a challenge. I took my counseling sessions. I remember I was doing psychology at that time. I was like, यार मेरा passion है लोगों की help करना and आगे बढ़ना. So with this passion, with this purpose in mind, and with this fear, I will not be able to move on. Correct. So I decided to take my counseling sessions. I took my counseling sessions from my teacher who was teaching me at that time in my college psychology teaching. So that teacher helped me out, and उसके बाद I regained my confidence, और उसके बाद तो बस
उसके बाद we can see the growth and your wonderful
अब तो
journey.
ऐसा है कि yes, अब तो ऐसा है कि अगर स्टेडियम में like 10,000, 20,000 people हैं, so I can own the stage from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it is just like that now. So
Wonderful.
I have completely transformed myself, what I was earlier and what I am today.
So this is really important to understand your weaknesses and work on
Yes.
them. Most people think avoiding is the best way, but avoiding is not the best way. The best way is to understand your weakness, go to the right person who can teach you, train you, coach you, who can help you to become better person. So this is really important, and then you can grow in anything, whatever you want to do. So this is really wonderful. So with this, I'd like to know a few of the people who have supported you in your journey the most.
Yes, I would like to especially, mention my parents. Like my father, I learned from him how to remain calm even in most difficult situations.
Yeah,
Then I learned from my mother how to remain positive in your most difficult times.
definitely.
So they had put, faith on me and supported each and every decision of mine. And then my in-laws, with the help of, without their support, it would not be possible for me to complete my doctorate after my marriage.
Okay.
And special thanks to my husband, like he supported me and he encouraged me at every level, every step of mine, and he's like, you just go ahead, shifting from I told you I was doing my college. I worked there as an assistant professor also.
Okay.
So shifting my career from college to starting your own venture again was a big decision.
That was a big
you are
decision.
earning a good amount, and there you have to start your own venture. You have to put all your savings onto that. So that was a very big decision.
Right.
And my husband really supported me. Ki Komal, jao, kar lo, whatever you want to. It is your dream.
Yes.
आपका dream है, so my support is always with you. Just go ahead and live your dream.
Definitely.
So he always
This is
supported
really
me
important.
like a pillar for me.
So really wonderful thing, like the support from parents is always there, but most women face challenge with support from their family, like after marriage. So if they are getting the right support from their family after marriage, is really a good thing, a wonderful thing to have, and that help them to grow from a normal to a successful career they can build in. So this is really important. I would add here and suggest everyone they should follow their career, their dreams after marriage also, like especially women's. They should follow their dreams, their career, and the support from family is important, and every family should support their daughter-in-law. This is really important. And with this, I'd like to know more about the people who inspired you or motivated you in your life. One is your mother, you just mentioned that. And who are other people who have motivated or inspired you?
My mother, my father, my husband. So these are like a real inspiration for me. And also one of my uncle. So I have seen him. Now he is no more in this world. But I have seen him, the way he dealt with people around, the way he was like a tremendous, unka aura wo sab tha, like he always encourages me, like Komal, just go ahead, you have a rich person within you, just go ahead. So he also inspired me a lot.
Wonderful.
The way his behavior, the way his actions, his deeds, I was really inspired.
Wonderful. So, what is your take on success? How you think success looks like to you?
जितेंद्र, सफलता एक दिन में नहीं मिलती, मगर ठान लो तो एक दिन जरूर मिलती है. This is my take.
Yes. And the thing is, definitely, this is right way of seeing this. But the most important thing which I see success is whatever you do. If you do it with your hard work, determination, dedication, your involvement, full focused, that itself is a great success, and you are doing really well onto it.
Thank you.
And with this, we are moving on to the last question. Any message, advice, suggestion you would like to make to our viewers, parents, kids?
Yes. One thing which you have to keep in mind, according to me, that is very important is
Yeah,
100% non judgmental, grateful acceptance.
definitely.
Without judging, you have to accept everything as and how they are coming,
Yes,
and
yes,
then plan accordingly and move on, because you cannot live in the past and you cannot live in the future.
correct,
But majority of people, they are living either in the past or in the future, which is actually hampering their present with
correct,
themselves and with their relationships around.
correct. That is affecting everything, like not only your relationship, but also your career, also your
True,
thought process, mindset. It
true.
is giving you stress, anxiety, tension. So it is better to take examples of past as a part of learning.
Hmm.
Take future goals, aspirations, like vision, mission, as what you wanted to do in life. Create a plan, work onto it. That is the current reality. Whatever you are doing it today, you would be getting the results tomorrow. So better to work on that. Definitely. Wonderfully, you have
Thank
just mentioned it, and whatever you shared, like with your examples about the connect which parents should have, the way they can make this connect. This is also really wonderful.
thank you.
And with this, I must say that the discussion we had, it was a wonderful discussion, and many amazing insights you have shared about relationship, how parents and kids can manage their relationship, what is the right way of taking this onto next level, as well as what is the right way of understanding things. Good touch and bad touch was also an interesting thing which parents and children must understand and take it in a right way, so that things would be better for children and their emotional and mental health as well, because this is affecting their emotional and mental health really bad. And taking it on the right way, we can not only minimize the risk of it, also we can manage the right attitude, right mental and physical health of our child as well. So this is really wonderful, and it was amazing hearing it from you, Komal. It was really enjoy. I really enjoyed the conversation we have, and looking forward to hear more from you in coming sessions. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Jitender, for inviting me over here and for this beautiful interaction that we had. Thank you so much.
Sure, sure. Thank you. And I'll share your links to social media and website with our video and podcast, so that people can connect you, take your help, take your guidance, attend your programs wherever they feel like, and take your help in a better way to make their life better. Connect, build better connect with their children. This is really important. And with this, I'd like to thank everyone for watching and listening. I hope everyone have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching us. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.